Hey, this is Big Papa Pump Scott's Diner, and you're listening to Shoot the Shit.
Hey, this is Tommy Dreamer. Shut up. You're listening to Shoot the Shit podcast. Enjoy it.
Genuine as you're gonna get.
He's a gimmick.
I understand what you're saying.
From the guy,
for coming from
the guy who hangs on that dude's fucking nutsack like every fucking word because brother, you understand my plight. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Okay, first off, cocksucker, I don't think I've ever said you understand my plight. Because you couldn't walk a mile in my shoes and figure out what I go through. You don't want to be in this head, dude. There's nobody that understands what goes on in here. I like the guy's music. I like the guy's
Sean.
No, I do. I like the guy. I like his music. I like his just how he deals with people, man. I think he's a genuine person. Yeah, they're gonna annoy everybody with his shit because he's so popular. Everybody's signing him. I get it.
10%, dude. It's all look, I overcame, so can you. I'm like, okay, like it's like the fucking righteous gemstones. Like it's like, good God,
that's exactly what it was.
There will be a payday.
You know what's so funny is I was watching a video of him today, a reel of him today that you bring it up. It just popped up, and he was being interviewed, and he was talking about. He goes, don't get me wrong. I believe in God. I grew up in church and all this. He's going on that still, but he was like, I'm talking about these Christians that I don't really think are Christians. He goes, if Jesus was alive right now, he'd be riding a Harley and hanging out in bars because that's all that dude hung out with in the Bible. He goes, even if you go by the 4 books that they say this is who Jesus was, all he ever hung out with was like prostitutes and thugs and shit. So you gotta like the guy, dude. I like the dude.
Look, I mean,
but I get what you're saying. He was just SummerSlam.
Yeah,
I enjoyed him at SummerSlam. It was a hell of a
his gimmick thing is so oversaturated. And I say gimmick, and yes, I know, I know his life story and all that shit.
I know, dude.
But,
I know.
But it's what they what the media portrays, and it's like, bro.
Well, yeah, dude, they got to build him up that way when he gets his next possession bust or something like that, because he's not bullshitted at all about the fact that they recreationally use drugs, they drink, and all that other shit.
Right.
I get that, but they'll tear him down. They'll find a way. That's the great part about this country, man. It's like we love to build these motherfuckers up, and then we like to pull the fucking floor right out from underneath them as soon as they get too high.
That's 100% true.
Welcome to the USA, brother. That's the way it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, this all started because the announcement that Jelly Roll has a new song dropping by the name of Get By that will serve as ESPN's anthem to the 2024 to 2025 season of college football. And we were talking about it behind stage, and we just had to bring it out for you guys because these two here talk about
first of all
sites.
Anybody who's listened to this show for a while should already know my fucking feelings about college football.
That's what I'm saying. I think Joey's. I'm not the grouchy motherfucker anymore. Has anybody else noticed that? Like he has legit been bitching for like 6 or 7. Well, it can't be 6 or 7 weeks straight because we haven't done 6 or 7 straight shows. But whatever number it is, he's been bitching the entire fucking time. I think he misses Dennis.
I'm not gonna stop.
He's not able. He ain't able to get that out of his system anymore. So. Yeah,
where's Big Chungus at? I need to fucking verbally abuse him for a while.
Shout out to Chumbawamba who took
he's having family time tonight.
Yeah. Dennis took PTO today, so he's unavailable this evening.
He's at home watching that replay of the Brewers game and fondling himself.
God.
I can't really say much because the fucking Phillies are on the West Coast, so that's playing in the background right now.
Yeah.
Oh shit, boys! It's been a while since we've been together. It's dude. I went to SummerSlam, got reamed a little bit by a hotel chain, and finally feeling okay again.
Well,
feeling good about staying at my place, huh?
Dude. So I learned so much from staying with you in Mania. I really did. Number one, I learned fuck Uber. Okay. Not doing that ever again, dude. But I will tell you this, and we'll get into it a little bit more on the show. There you go. out of all the things I saw in Cleveland, it was what it wasn't even in Cleveland. The thing that I saw that disturbed me the most was Sean showing everybody his cum gutters. Let's go!
Yeah.
If I got to see one more shirtless picture.
Hey, dude, I'm working my ass off.
At this point, just opening OnlyFans.
We fought years and years of of the patriarchy, so he can freely show his breasts on the internet, and let our fellow feminist here have his moment. Look at that! Look at that!
It's not playing, ladies and gentlemen. He just felt like
I'm gonna come.
Fuck each and every one of you.
Good Lord.
Oh, fuck, dude. So yeah, let's get this out of the way, man. SummerSlam, first of all, it was a great experience, fucking fantastic. Even the mud show fucking slack-jawed ECW thing that the fucker fucking broke my kendo stick. I even had a great time after that. Okay.
Who
after
broke your kendo stick?
Wait,
what happened to your
hold
kendo
on.
stick?
I didn't hear any.
What?
We haven't talked about any of this stuff yet.
We haven't
What the
talked
fuck
about
are you talking
any
about?
of
The
this
kendo
shit.
stick that you had all the signatures on got broke?
I didn't ask.
Tell me you pile drive that motherfucker.
Yeah, I didn't ask about stories because I was waiting for the show. So
me too. We haven't even talked about this. What the fuck, dude? You're passing up the headline. Rewind. Start over.
I drive an hour away from Cleveland to fucking Heartland, Ohio, which if you would have told me it was a sundown town, I'd believe you.
It's Ohio.
Dude.
I just wonder if they sell fucking meth out the back of the Arby's, like a few other locations in Ohio.
It was all there.
Allegedly.
At this fucking
it's
farmer's
the Dairy
market.
Queen at the edge of town, buddy. It's the Dairy Queen at the edge of town.
It was this fucking farmer's market, I'm telling you, dude. The muddiest of mud shows that you would ever see in your life. Fucking, they had Jerry the King Lawler and JR, both of whom showed up an hour late. So anybody who was trying to shoot back for SmackDown, you didn't get to see them. They started a long ass line for Paul Wright. He was late. So if you were trying to go to SmackDown, you didn't get to see him.
For who?
The Big Show.
Well, why was the Big Show at a WWE event? Isn't he still under contract?
It wasn't
there?
WWE.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Okay. Show signing event.
Got it.
But at this Mud Show signing event, they also had ECW guys. So I went to go see the franchise, Shane Douglas, the Sandman.
Super cool, by the way, because I met Shane Douglas too.
Shane Douglas, I met Shane Douglas. Shane Douglas is very cool. I met him in Chicago at CSW. Yeah, very cool.
For somebody who had nobody in his fucking line, he was such a fucking awesome dude to talk to. He gave me a real good moment, dude.
Nobody was in Shane Douglas's line?
Nobody. Everybody was in Sandman's line.
Which is such a joke because Shane was like fucking 3 times the performer of the Sandman. The Sandman was a walk-in, dude.
Dude, Sandman,
crazy. Terrible wrestler. Terrible.
People were trying to ask him about his wrestling days, and he was like, "Look, man, I was so fucked up, I don't remember any of it." He's like, "I'll take a photo with you, though." Grabbed the fucking canes. I was like, ah. So he was fun.
Yeah, that guy ain't gonna break down matches and shit with you, dude. After about the 3rd beer, I was busted open, and then the song was still playing, so I lit another cigarette and kept walking around.
But I went there specifically for the ECW talent because I have a cane, I have a kendo stick that I had signed by Sabu already. And earlier that day at WrestleCon, which this is the first time I've made it through WrestleCon in less than 30 minutes with everybody I wanted on it, because the jumbo marks were at the Hardys and fuck, the line for Trish wrapped around the fucking escalators.
Of course.
So yeah, no. Pear Tits was out there. They were all around.
Dude, a lot of guys.
I can't imagine the fucking
jerk off to, and
I can't imagine the fucking carpet cleaning bill around that fucking the amount of fucking.
I would just walk by with a blue light and just kind of shine it on the crowd and tell you what's walking by.
Because if there's one thing I hate more than pro wrestling, and it's pro wrestling
fans.
You put that on a shirt. Coming to a shirt near you.
Oh, boom. I knew that's what you were going to
say. Disgusting fucking animals.
So,
but good on her for just taking everybody's money.
Oh, she did. She cleaned them out. She took the whole line until it was fucking like late, dude. I was getting back to my hotel room.
Come on, still had plastic surgery don't pay for itself. Even in Canada, you got to pay for that. That's elective surgery. They don't cover that. You can't walk into a Canadian hospital and go, "I'd like nice tits."
I thought there was free health care.
You guys are brutal. But I was able to walk in. I got the Dudleys. I got RVD in and out in less than 15 minutes with both of those guys because they were staged right next to each other. And on the at the way out, I did Raj Deshi too, formerly known as Jinder Mahal. Super fucking nice guy. If you guys get a chance to meet him, man,
he fucking seems like it, and it bothers me.
It bothers me too. Yeah.
He seems like I'd be like, fuck, I gotta be a fan of yours now because you're too fucking nice.
Yeah, I did the same, dude. Real quick, same thing with Alberto Del Rio when I met him.
Hey, well,
my kid wanted to meet him so bad that Jaden ran under the line to when they pulled in with the cars and stuff into the parking lot. He was like, "I want to meet him, Dad." I was like, "Well, run over there." And I meant like the outside to where he was at. Dude, he went under the rope and went right to him, and he picked him up, was walking around with him.
This was
we do not like picture with him. He was a great dude. Now, other than like tying women up and beating them and burning them with cigarettes and coke.
Yeah, he was
allegedly.
I don't know. I think some
he was a real nice to my kid. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Let's
move on from that. Kendo stick.
Anyways.
Anyway,
I got the Dudleys and RVD, and took a photo with RVD and Katie Forbes. So I'm shooting out to this mud show to get this kendo stick signed because I want to get back to go watch some GCW. And I get there, and my kendo stick still had the fucking wrapper towards the end of the stick because I had it planned out where I wanted everybody to sign it.
Yeah.
So this coked out, methed out fucking slack-jawed hillbilly that's running the ECW side of things is like, okay, here, your tickets are here. This is who, here's the line. You get whoever you want. So I did Shane Douglas Easy, franchise, triple threat, signed it, got the 3 on there, done. Next one over, we did, who was next?
How much time did you spend with RVD, dude? You don't remember?
No, I spent a good moment with RVD, yeah. It's because Bubba and Devon were talking to like somebody that was like Devon's fucking family. There was like these white people with the baby, and Devon was playing with the babies. Like, I haven't seen the baby in months. Anyway, I was talking to Rob the whole time. But
Rob, he was talking to Rob.
Rob Van Dam, dude. RVD.
You and Rob go way back, huh?
Him and Rob, yeah. Way back.
Fucking A. Oh, so I go to Fonzie real quick, Bill Alfonso. And after that, I've got a perfect spot for Sandman. I have his autograph on a shit ton of other things. I know how big this motherfucker signs. It's the perfect fucking spot for a Sandman auto. I said, hey, can you get him to sign it right here? The guy tries to tell him, and Sandman, to his credit, he's not fucking listening. He just goes to fucking throw it wherever. But the guy that took my fucking kendo stick is like, oh, this still has the plastic on it. Let's take this shit off. And he starts ripping at the plastic of my kendo stick. And I'm like, dude, this is my kendo stick. I'm like, no, it's okay. He's like, oh, no, he needs room to sign. he starts ripping it off, and it gets to the tip, and he almost rips the fucking tip completely off of the kendo stick, taking the plastic off. And I'm just stunned.
Stunned hell. I'd be stumping.
Dude, I'm just fucking. I'm livid at this point. I'm sitting there just like, did that really happen? I'm like, maybe I could work it back on. Maybe it's okay. And I get back to the car, and I'm messaging our friend Ty, and I said, Ty, this motherfucker just broke my kendo stick. I'm like, I'm processing this. I'm gonna fucking kill him. And Ty's like, you better leave before you do something you don't want to do. Just leave. And I'm like, I'm gonna kill him.
I don't blame. Yeah, dude. Fuck.
So,
I mean, how many dollars of autographs were in the kendo stick? I mean,
on that weekend alone, just that weekend, RVD, the Dudleys, the ECW guys was close to $300 spent.
Yeah, dude,
just
that's
to
like
get it signed.
that's like 6 quality kendo sticks.
Yeah. And it was a real fucking nice kendo stick. It wasn't like a fucking cheap ass one. So I was just like, I left.
You were able to fix it though, right?
I haven't tried to fix it yet. It's actually in the back of the car right now. I need to try to see if I can fix the top to it.
Yeah.
I was so pissed, dude. I've left
yeah,
it
dude,
there.
that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
So I'm driving to Cleveland, which, like I said, is an hour away, and I'm getting progressively angrier at this fucking shit because I'm looking at it out of the side of my vision while I'm driving.
I can't understand why.
And I'm getting just more and more pissed. I'm like, fuck. I need to pull over. I need to eat something. I need to do something because I'm really fucking angry. So I sit down and I'll go to this diner to have dinner. And I'm like, you know what? I'll eat a quick dinner. I'll go to GCW. I get to this diner, and there's this table of wrestling fans. I don't say hi to them. I don't acknowledge them. I don't lock eyes with any of them. I'm just gonna eat my fucking food. And I'm eating, and I'm not wearing a wrestling T-shirt. You guys saw my photo. This was Friday. I was wearing a fucking polo shirt because I had met Damian Priest earlier, and I wanted to look nice. That's right.
Yeah, but I'm sure you walked away thinking, man, that was real nice that guy dressed up in that polo.
Hey, I didn't smell like a wrestling fan either. Huh? You know what I'm saying? But
well, that's something.
You're fucking steps ahead of the game, baby.
Oh yeah, baby. For sure.
But I'm sitting down eating, and I turn on SmackDown on my phone, no volume, just to see what's happening. And one of the dudes from the table walks behind me to go get something. He comes back around and he goes, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm watching SmackDown." And he goes, "Carmelo and Andrade. I'm happy I didn't waste money at that fucking show. Fucking B team because it's SummerSlam weekend, I guess." And I said, "Yeah, it wasn't necessarily one that I wanted to go to either." And literally,
it was a great fucking match, though. It was a good match.
It was a good match. It was well
worked.
Yeah. But the dude says that, and his whole table is like, he likes wrestling, so fuck it. I join those motherfuckers. And we sit there in this diner and talk wrestling, all kinds of wrestling, for 2 hours at least before we're like, fuck, we need to start going. Man. By the time I realized what time it was, I had already ate into the GCW time. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to see Sammy and friends in a minute. I'll just go there. No skin off my back. Save some money. Don't go to GCW. But dude, we talked everything. These guys were crazy. Just different kind of taste in wrestling. Couple of real good options. But I tell this whole story to get this one question to you boys, and let me see what you think. Somebody was arguing that if he put the time into it and really, really wanted to do it, Logan Paul could be this generation Shawn Michaels. And he 110% believed it. I know it's hard.
No.
I'm trying to. Yeah, the rage is still building. The question's so fucking stupid. But.
No, he couldn't. And it's for actually one weird reason. is because athletically, yeah, no problem. Did anybody see that fucking top rope moonsault?
Yeah, dude. And he did an interview with the Undertaker, and he said he will never ever do that move again. Yeah, it was so hard.
There's zero margin for error.
Oh yeah,
like you're fucked.
But you gotta go ahead. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah,
but
do your thing.
So athletically, yes, but the problem is it's Logan Paul, and meaning he has an entire fucking career and life and personality before WWE. He will never be a babyface. He will never be a babyface because he's just a hated person. The thing about Shawn is, Shawn was a great heel back in the day, and once he kind of fixed his life a little bit, like he became so loved. We're
going to call that the jelly roll effect. Go ahead.
Yeah. That'll make his head explode.
So, like, Logan Paul can't do that,
right?
Because he's been so despised and hated for stupid shit he's done, stupid shit he said, just the personality and character that he is, and because this is where you blur that real life and persona.
Right.
He's just Logan Paul, the YouTuber in WWE. Like he's the same persona.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think he can be Shawn because he will never be universally loved the way that Shawn became. Just can't do it.
You can't take away from the kid's talent. You just can't. Like we've talked about that numerous times. As much as like we would like to smash this kid every time we see his face on TV, you have to acknowledge the athleticism and the dedication he's putting in. He ain't one of these guys that's coming in and doing a one-off like Bad Bunny or, and not that Bad Bunny wasn't good when he was doing his thing. I thought he was another one that came in and you could tell like had a lot of respect for the sport. But Logan Paul is different level athletic, dude. That kid, if he had decided at 18 he was going to be a pro wrestler and never was on YouTube and all that shit, there would be no discussion about whether or not he could be as good as Shawn Michaels, given all those parameters that you stated. Because, the kid can go. There's no doubt he's not had a bad match. There's been a couple times where I felt like he's kind of overperformed and the person he was working with kind of underperformed. And it wasn't Seth Rollins. Person selling it either. Seth Rollins, exactly. So, that's that. Now, Shawn Michaels is pretty universally hated. Like hardcore hated.
He left to Jesus.
On the same level in the wrestling world as Logan Paul is in the real world. So if there's any play, I do feel like if there's any place at all where Logan Paul could be loved, it would be professional wrestling because
how do you turn him face?
I don't know. I don't think that's what, and that's not. I don't mean you're not going to just be like, hey, he's a good guy, let's turn him face. Nobody buys that. He's going to be in the same, and I don't mean career wise and all that shit. I'm just talking the type of person that he is. He's going to be like, a Miz a Miz would be a really good example of somebody that has to earn everybody's respect. But if he's a good enough heel, and he's doing good enough quality matches, and they love to hate him.
He's doing his job.
Rick, Miz, even Roman Reigns, he got no respect till he turned heel. And I'm not saying that'll happen with Logan Paul. Who knows what this kid's going to be doing 3 to 5 years from now? Fuck, he could blow his knee out next week training, doing some dumb shit. But the fact of the matter is you got to give the kid, he can go. He definitely can go.
So
he's got a lot of respect.
Last story I'm going to give you guys from SummerSlam.
Shout out Miz too, because you guys realize this? Yeah. He's been signed to the WWE for 20 years.
Yeah.
I'm pretty positive they signed him in 2004.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
And he made
I just
his
watched
debut.
it. Did you see his biography on A&E?
Yeah, it was great.
It's pretty good.
20 years.
Never really injured either. I don't remember him taking big injury days off.
He had one. He's had one big injury.
Yeah, I think one.
But in
Over
20 years,
20-year career.
Yeah.
Damn.
Absolutely crazy.
Respect to Parma's own Mike Bazan in the Miz. He's winning at life also, gentlemen. Maurice is fucking knockout. He
Dude, for sure.
Swang way outside of his fucking. He overkicked
Well,
his
that too,
big
and
time.
you gotta admit, I mean, the guy is a fucking workhorse when it comes to whatever WWE wants him to do.
Yeah,
he knows that he's not bigger than the business. So like when they say, "Hey, we don't want you to wrestle in your hometown on SummerSlam, but could you host it?" It's kind of a demotion if you're a performer that wants to be on the card in wrestling. And yet he didn't bitch or complain. He said, "Fuck yeah, I'll do it," and did a good job. And then I mean that little stint with him and R-Truth's about to come to an end anyway, so he's about to heal up again. But I love heel Miz too. So
yeah. So real quick jabs on SummerSlam weekend out there, guys. Damian Priest's documentary, beautiful. If you guys haven't seen it, it came out on the 5th. Fucking fantastic. Got to meet his brothers who were there for the debut. Met Damian Priest, fucking amazing.
how was that, dude?
It was really, really cool. He was super nice. He tried to give us a little bit more time than what the handlers were wanting, like they were physically having to move people out. But he was really legit.
Cool,
I talked to him, dude, for like all of a few minutes before the guy pushed me out of there because he's like, "Man, how are you doing? Did you like the film?" And I was like, "No, dude, it was great." And the only thing I'm doing, dude, I'm prideful, dude. Like you're the first Puerto Rican champ since Pedro Morales. And I told him, I said, "Look, man, I know a lot of people who don't watch wrestling, a lot of Puerto Rican people who don't watch wrestling, but they know who you are." And I was like, "Just keep doing you. You're everybody's cheering for you." So
did you tell him that he has all 17% of your Puerto Rican heritage that you're cheering for?
I did.
I mean,
it was awesome.
I'm just saying, you gave him the absolute fucking kiss of death. You just fucked creative over completely.
They just fucked his creative up. Yeah.
You were 3 seconds away in that story from like wiping his baby batter off of your fucking upper lip, and like you absolutely gave him the kiss of death for Saturday night.
Yeah, well, we all knew Gunther was winning that one, Bubba. They
had to blow up. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I wasn't sure about that at all.
You've been watching week after week. It was coming.
Hey, dude, it's a world title match. You never know.
And they're going to
been a run in. There could have been a mosh. Could have been a double count out. There's plenty of shit could happen.
They've been
same shit when they were going. When they went,
but I wasn't surprised when I wasn't surprised that they turned on. That was in the works. I think there was rumors.
They want Berlin and Gunther for that big payout.
They
did. They sure should do. Yeah.
After he's also a guy that can keep a title on for a long fucking time, and
as long as they want it, yeah,
and keep it relevant and interesting.
I agree.
So, that's not a shot against Priest, but I think the problem with Priest is they've been teasing this Judgment Day breakup for so fucking long, and how do you do that with Rhea and Priest still as the champs?
Right.
You really can't, So
you're now absolutely right, Joe.
Both out of their title, they do the whole feud, this Judgment Day feud, and break off, and then they get to go their separate ways because Rhea and Priest have outgrown being in that faction.
Yeah, everybody.
Like it's they're doing what they're going to do with it now, but those two especially have outgrown it, and it's hard to keep them as champions when they're fucking in that group now feuding with that group. So they'll be back around though for it.
Yeah. So that happened. That was really awesome. Another big thing, man. You guys would be proud to know that your boy here walked his ass off during SummerSlam, and it wasn't necessarily wanted, but Cleveland is a bastard. All right, it's not big people friendly. The parking for the stadium was half a mile away. That was the closest parking. Their ADA parking was across the street, but it was maybe 15, 20, 30. And that's not even an exaggeration. That was probably how many fucking parking spots they had for ADA. I saw people fucking in wheelchairs, in prosthetic legs, walking the fucking mile and a half. So Cleveland, do better. You guys need to get better infrastructure because that was bullshit. But
more shit to worry about in Cleveland, dude.
Well, I know, but I've seen the renovation plans for their new stadium, and they have ample parking in the planning. So we'll see what happens. But I did when I got home, due to all the walking and the excessive out of the wayness that fucking stadium is on at. I fucking sold my tickets to the Cowboys and Browns game to start the fucking season. Fuck that. I wasn't doing that twice. No, not at all.
You gave up your tickets to the football.
I sold my fucking tickets to the game because number one, I was going to be in the fucking fuck seats, right? I was in the fucking.
You must have seen the preseason standings.
Oh, kiss my ass. But dude, I walked almost a mile to get to the fucking stadium, and it fucking sucked. But it's downhill getting there, so it wasn't that bad. But coming back, you were well aware that you were with a group of wrestling people. Because literally coming back, trying to get to the car, smelled like fucking sewage. I thought it was
like
the sewers
weed,
there.
patchouli, and whole ramen.
Just ass. Just pure asshole. To where I thought it was the fucking sewage. No, it was groups of fucking neckbeards.
Dude, that was just
together,
Cleveland.
like fucking Jurassic Park, moving in herds. It was terrible, dude. I was there with a friend of mine. I'm like, dude, do you smell that? Is that fucking sewage? Or no, it was just this one group of fucking neckbeards passing by. And I was like, Jesus Christ, dude, they're the reason people talk about us, fucking motherfuckers.
Who shit their pants? Everybody turns around.
Everybody.
Yeah, the whole fucking group. Oh, shit. So, walking back, there was this little seating area that was made out of concrete. But the seating area is blocking your way to get up to the light, which takes you across the overpass of the highway so you can get to your actual cars. So people were jumping over the fucking concrete seating area. Well, I'm getting me a water at the fucking hot dog vendor, and I'm seeing people jump over, and I see this dude start trying to run around it, trying to get to it, and he's drunk as a motherfucker. And I'm like, oh, this bitch is gonna eat shit so bad. I got my water. I'm starting to walk around that thing, and I hear, fucker, try to jump it. Didn't fucking plan it right. Hit the top of the thing with his shins. Fucking face planted, rolled, and just laid there until his friends got around. They're like, "Are you okay?" It's like, damn, dude. Guy took the hardest bump of the night.
I don't know, man. You see that bump JD McDonough took Monday night? That silk slip.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Couple of those elbows.
Dude, he got spiked like a lawn dart. I've never seen anybody that high up. Oh, I loved it though. That was fun.
It was some fun shit, dude. 10 out of 10 on the show itself. Fucking fantastic. 0 out of 10 on the city of Cleveland. And yeah.
Well, I mean, after you've been to Chicago and Philly, man, I mean, Cleveland's kind of a step down.
It was a big step down. I didn't want to go back. I sold my Cowboy tickets.
That's awful.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens next, gents. How are y'all doing, man? What have y'all been up to this past couple weeks? I haven't seen y'all in forever.
Oh man.
We know you've got all your revenge bod going on. We've seen the pics.
Dude, dude, I've been. That's not true, dude. That is so not fucking true. You asshole. That's so not true. Oh god.
Revenge bod going.
Oh my god, dude. That's so funny.
Oh, that's good. It was not yet. Fucking revenge pod. He got his fucking nails done. He's getting his hair done. Fucking revenge pod. I'm gonna show you, bitch. I'm gonna show you. Oh shit, that was so funny.
We've lost Sean.
I can't breathe.
Fix your crown, queen. This fucking podcast is gonna be us laughing for 10 minutes in the fucking middle. The idiots.
Everybody listening at home is gonna be, what the fuck? We love you, Sean.
I love you too, buddy.
Slay, queen, slay. Fuck. You hit him with the revenge body, and I was just like, oh, this is gonna go off the fucking rails now. Oh, shit. Because honestly, I was gonna say something like that earlier.
Oh, fuck.
I follow you on TikTok, dog. You're like, what's up, Thursday? Like, oh, shit.
I've never seen
Thursday, dog.
I've never seen a dude do tits out Thursday, bro.
Yeah, I was like, all right. I was like, look at you. And I thought about it. I was like, we're getting the revenge bod going. I was like, no, I'm gonna let him have that win. I'm gonna let him take that W today. It's all right. And then Jovan just out of nowhere.
Thanks for letting me have that W, by the way. I appreciate it, you fucking cocksucker.
I can't wait to take the same picture and then post it next Thursday. And I'm tagging the fuck out of you. Thursday.
Slay. Sean's gonna be my man crush Mondays.
Oh,
dude, I swear to God, you post a picture like that, I will make it my cover photo for a fucking month. I will leave it up for a fucking month. I swear.
Oh my God.
I swear to God. Make sure your Purple Rain sleeveless T-shirt though.
Oh. It all worked out for that. That's fucking funny, man. Holy shit.
Oh my God. Woo, that was a good one.
What are we even gonna talk about? I don't even know.
Yeah, it's just all the air is gone now.
And we're back. All right.
Hey, shout out AEW for not even pulling 200K against SummerSlam on Saturday night.
Dude, did you see the video that I sent you guys in the chat of Ospreay walking down and like that whole
Yeah.
He made the right choice.
Oh yeah.
Dude, AEW, and it's more and more to what Joey has been saying, it's going to go down sooner or later.
It is, bro. Well, I mean, I watched last night, and I got I'm going to give some props.
Didn't watch it.
To a motherfucker that I have never in my life given props to. But I felt like, given the fact that Jeff Jarrett was in the ring with Bryan Danielson, it was a pretty good match. It was a pretty good match for the old bastard. He took a pretty good beating. I enjoyed it. It was one of the first times I've ever watched a Jeff Jarrett match and went, man, I don't give this guy enough credit. Because he is, dude, he is what I know that Jeff Jarrett is a talent, man. I know that. He's just an ass. I just feel like he's always pushing. He's just like, he don't get enough respect, and I get that, but I'm not going to be the one that gives it to him, so he's just going to keep fighting for it. But it was a good match last night, man. I enjoyed watching, and he fucking throwing Karen Jarrett, like just tossing her around and just be like, stay the fuck back, I got this, and him and Bryan just going at it. It was a good match, man. But that's AEW, right? The storylines are shit, and
you get good.
We watch to see what is going to get lodged in somebody's body or what bone is going to get broken on a double, triple, moonsault through 4 tables under the concrete. Fuck, I don't know, dude. I could keep going.
Yeah, but let's going back to the reason why it's gonna die soon. If there's any truth to this whole Britt Baker getting suspended, talking shit about MJF,
God.
and then it coming out that Britt Baker is apparently one of Tony Khan's favorites, so Tony was even listening to her over Brandy Rhodes and creative stuff.
Well, I
It's
mean, I get that. Brandy Rhodes shouldn't be offering her input on creative shit. She should shut the fuck up and be Cody's wife. She don't know what she's talking about. Dude, am I right? I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick, but am I wrong? I mean, did she have a wrestling career? Could she perform? No. She was a glorified ring announcer and started banging a Rhodes, and then she quit working and just kind of walked around with him in lingerie and shit. I mean, she's not a wrestling mind. She's not a booker. She has no idea what the fuck she's talking about. It would be like Joey going into a Mexican restaurant going, "You're making the tamales wrong."
Damn.
Oh, I could.
He could. Joe does have some Mexican in there.
No, you can eat tamales, bro. I don't know that have you ever made tamales, Joe? I don't want to assume.
Yeah.
Because that would be racist, and I'm not a racist. I just portray one on this show, apparently.
I'm sometimes.
I'm gonna say this. I turned AEW off after about a minute and a half because the second
you're giving it an effort just by turning it on, man. So.
The second I saw the fucking the proto star, I was like, nope, not gonna happen.
Did you get Glacier flashbacks on that?
I just was like, we're the proto star. Who came up with that one?
Same guy who came up with hologram.
Oh my god. I cannot take your product seriously at all. And yeah, no. I turned that shit off.
Yeah, no.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't
so bad.
I haven't watched in a few weeks now, like honestly, and I don't feel like I'm missing anything.
You're not.
I'm watching Monday and Friday. I'm good right now.
Dude, I was not more excited for a Monday night show than I was after SummerSlam.
Yeah. The reset, see what's going on.
Yeah. And I was like, shit, I mean, I can't say I have any interest in any match or storyline in AEW.
No.
There's nothing that interests me on that show whatsoever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just there's no. I look at the people they sign, right? That it's always a big signing with AEW. Well, one of their original biggest stars,
5 inches is some people, Joe.
It's true. One of their biggest original stars of AEW is the face of their competitor.
Yeah.
Main eventing SummerSlam, like just doing everything.
Actually, 2 of their biggest stars were involved in SummerSlam. 2 of the biggest signings, Punk and Cody.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Lost them both.
And now there's talk about the fucking Lucha Bros jumping ship. I don't blame them. Ricky Starks. You know what?
I think Ricky Starks would benefit from jumping ship to NXT. He would be a fucking star in NXT.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, if they can get all Ego fucking over and put a strap on him, they can put anybody over in NXT.
Yeah, and Ethan Page is back to interesting again. And he has.
You know why? Because he lost 30 fucking pounds and got serious about his shit. I told you he wasn't going to come into WWE all fat.
He hasn't been interesting since fucking TNA days.
Yeah, back when he was tagging with Josh.
Yeah. And like AEW shit the bed with him.
Oh yeah, big time.
Look at what they're doing now. They're shitting the bed with people like Camille.
God, that was so, but she should be in a program by herself.
Yeah, like you turned her into somebody's fucking lackey. Like, are you kidding me? I'm like,
lackey.
Dude, it's HBK and Diesel. That's what they're shooting for, just the female version. Except Mercedes is not Sean.
No, she's
Neil Russell's kind of like Kevin.
Yeah, and
am I wrong? Yeah.
The real star is Camille out of those two.
Yeah,
fuck yeah, good.
And she doesn't get to show it.
No, she will. She'll turn on her, put her through a fucking table or some shit.
I just don't understand like AEW anymore. I really don't.
I agree.
You know, the bullshit they do with Chris Jericho, you know, the fact that there's like 87 title belts on a 2-hour show.
Oh my god, dude, yeah.
The learning tree is
there's like a handful of the entertain Tony Storm killing it. Just killing it. I love what Christian's doing.
The daddy gimmick?
I know. I just like the whole him, dude. Him on a mic right now. He's like scorched earth, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Dude, you don't on a mic. Him right now. There is nothing that son of a bitch won't say. Nothing, and that's why I love him. Yeah, and I've never been a fan of Christian's ever. I've always thought he was the Matt Hardy of the two.
But that's the issue. They have one-offs where some people are doing real good work. But it's not enough to put together a full show.
There's no repetitive. There's no escalation of the story. There's no structure. There's no basis. Whereas WWE right now, man, they're 15 places in front of everybody.
Yeah.
No, here's the bitch. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let you go. I swear to God, I'm gonna shut up. After SummerSlam, it's up even higher now. If AEW was behind, they're fucking sucking the tailpipe at this point. Because now Roman's back. They got a whole new bloodline storyline. You know, we're going to look. Are we looking at a War Games? A bloodline War Games, dude?
Oh, it's coming.
You know, how are they going to they can't compete with what's going on right now. Everybody in WWE is fine-tuned. They're singing 4-part harmony. They're hitting every fucking note, and they're putting on great shows.
Yeah, because we're about to get it, dude. We're about to get that bloodline war is coming. Sadly, it's going to be in Canada, Vancouver, I believe, but it's all right. I'll watch it at home. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
But no, you're right, and it's like Joe said. After SummerSlam, Monday's episode of Raw was good. The reset after a mega pay-per-view where a lot of fucking champions were crowned. You want to see what's the stories? What are we going to be telling? What's the move forward? Easy. Priest came out. Looked like a badass, better than when he did when he had the belt, because he's going after the guys that did him wrong. He started to really show some real fucking character in there.
Yeah.
You have Gunther, who is going to be booked as a Haas leading up all the way to fucking Berlin, and that match in Berlin with Randy is going to fucking be the tits. It's going to be great.
Yeah. I'm kind of interested to see how that match goes, because I don't know that Randy's has ever been hit like he's going to be hit fighting Gunther. I don't remember a match where Randy took that kind of punishment as far as like actual, you know, not tables, not chairs, not a move, but like the constant, the ferocity of those fucking chops, dude.
The Brock Lesnar match.
Where he busts him open.
That's the one where he wanted him hard way, and Brock was like, okay.
And I
throw some elbows.
I'll agree with you there, but that match lasted like what, 7-8 minutes.
Oh, dude, it couldn't go more than a few seconds.
Right. But all I'm talking about is 20 minutes, sustained minutes of Gunther chopping the fuck out of you. Yeah. He's not experienced that. That Brock, Brock was brutal. But that was quick. He's going to have to absorb this for 12, 15, 20 minutes, dude. And I don't know that you've seen those guys, man.
We'll put it like this. Was the little segment they did at SummerSlam. Was that SummerSlam? I think it was at SummerSlam when Priest grabbed Finn and pulled his shirt. When he pulled his shirt, you could see the finger bruises.
Yep.
And that match was from fucking Monday night.
Right. That's my dude.
So to Saturday night, I was like, God damn. And you could clearly, I mean, like, you could fucking get a fucking fingerprint ID off of Finn's chest 5 days later.
Well, I think too, and if you watch matches with him, when there's some of those guys, he hits them so hard that they like legit get like motherfucker, like legit get pissed about it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's, but still, I mean, he's leaning, that's his thing, and he leans in on those. And I just don't know that, like, this could be a time where Randy might, like,
get his chest slapped.
Yeah. Does anybody think Randy's going over?
I will say this. The Gunther Priest match, though, was the best Priest match
ever.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, that match, I was
comeback in that motherfucker had the whole crowd roaring.
Yeah, dude, he was playing it up. He had this shit's.
Who's been his matches? The Seth match botched, right?
Yeah.
But
that wasn't his fault.
The Jey Uso match
wasn't great.
And what was the other one?
Drew.
The Drew match, again, not great.
Yeah.
That was botched too. There was botches all over him.
I feel like he finally hit his stride, and then they took the fucking belt off of him. Like
he was getting his stride.
I think it was pressure. I think the pressure was getting at the beginning was like, now I'm a champ. I got to be flawless. I got to be this, which they all go through.
And and every main event was a botch fest of little stupid shit or just like bad timing.
Yeah.
Like ugliness like that. Like, it didn't look clean. It didn't look pretty. This was the best match. And I think because he knew they were taking the title off of him.
Yeah.
He didn't have the stress.
And then he turns around and he looks super amazing on Monday night. Like, oh yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Get the fucking jitters out. Go back after the title later. But, it makes sense.
He ain't done, dude. He'll get another title reign.
He'll get another run. They put too much behind him. They gave him the whole fucking documentary treatment and everything, dude.
Well, I mean, he earned it, dude. I mean, yeah.
That's what I was reading. I was reading people like, oh, I can't believe this. They took the title off Priest. Why would they do him like that? And just when his documentary hasn't even come out, I'm like, that's the point. Like, they're behind
how the rest of the world works, man.
I'm like, they're behind him. Like, if they weren't behind him, he wouldn't have the documentary. He wouldn't have the fucking the thing you went to with the meet and greets, all that kind of shit. He wouldn't be one of the stars that they continuously push in that manner if they didn't believe in him. I think they just need him to be like, okay, we're gonna take it off you, let you reset, push you back again. Like,
be ready for the second round.
Yeah, be ready for the next one. You got a taste. You know what it feels like. You know what you have to do now. We'll get you back in the mix. I think it's more of that than anything. And that's not a bad thing. Because honestly, think about this. He has 2 more matches that are, a couple ugly botches. Now you got everybody talking, going, like, he can't have a big match. Now nobody wants the title on him. Now it's a fucking ugly issue, and he's going to get buried down on the card. The way it is right now is like, hey, we're still high on you. Go out and prove to us what we saw in you in the first place to put the title on you. And he had that fucking classic on Saturday night, had a great match on Monday night. And there you go. Like,
he's storyline with him and Rhea kind of.
Oh yeah.
And it's gonna evolve for them too.
And they're all gonna get the whole Judgment Day group's gonna get to work with each other like they have been for months. Mm-hmm. It's gonna get everybody in a good spot, and then they'll go off.
Dude, shout out Dom, bro.
Oh, Jesus.
Nuclear fucking that kid, nuclear fucking heat.
He attracts heat. And
I sent you guys that little screenshot from
I had seen that before too.
That to me, that even speaks more to the guy he knows what he's doing, man. I mean, everything he's done to everything they've given him to do is gold. He's made
but like that's the thing though. This kid grew up in the business.
Oh,
he knows the business.
The family, like everything, like he knows what it's about. And and Ray's the same way. Like he's always that, time for fans, do whatever. shit like that. So Dom's going to be that way. But which is just more of a credit that his character is so fucking just. Oh, you just want
dude, and the hair and the mustache.
It's the most classic fucking heel shit.
Yep.
Like, and that's
it's
what we're all
simple.
For. It's so simple. It's easy. He comes out fucking like basically the fucking Eddie Guerrero tribute band.
Yeah.
like, and everybody, they're like, oh, fuck him. You know, that gets under my skin. Then he goes out. He fucking does his dad's moves. He does Eddie's moves. And he just, and look, he works. He's not setting the world on fire. Like, oh my God, 5-star classic matches. But he's in solid matches and he works.
He's holding his own
ass off. Like,
he's still young too, man. You got to remember how
20s. He's
early 20s. Yeah.
Yeah. He hasn't even begun to peak. So that's years away. Right?
For sure. And let's be honest, dude, he wouldn't have came up as quick as he had if it hadn't been for the fact that he was working with his dad.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And the Judgment Day, that whole turn took him phenomenal.
So, I mean, for him to go from where he was at to where he is now.
But I will say this.
That kid is fucking, he knows what he's fucking doing. Like, that's the best part about him.
He's got psychology down pat.
Dude, he'll be a multi-millionaire by the time he's 25. Just in t-shirt sales alone, because people just love to hate that guy.
I had a friend that said, of course he did this for Liv, because Liv Morgan is the kind of girl you bring to the Juneteenth barbecue. So if you understand that full reference, you're fighting for Liv Morgan to get to the Juneteenth barbecue. That's fucking, you're really going all the way out there, Bubba. You're fucking going all the way in.
Oh, wow.
The fuck that.
The comments of Jovan the Hot One is his alone and not necessarily agreeable to everyone that's shooting shit in our production company.
I mean, am I wrong? Jesus Christ, dude. I'm not wrong. Yeah, see? I see the smile. Risking it all.
Well, dude, the Rhea thing, actually, the Rhea thing made sense to me because I kind of felt like they were playing on the Eddie China thing.
They did everything down to the ropes.
Yeah. Everything. But the lip thing, that's a nice new little wrinkle. You know what I mean?
I bet it is.
Nice new little wrinkle in the stink star that is Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah. Right.
Sure,
and I'm sure his new wife is just loving it.
He's
just loving that he's traveling with Liv Morgan, who just broke up with her boyfriend. He's too busy being Mr. Dr. Captain Howdy. He don't have time for it.
You guys wonder where Uncle Howdy came from. Liv broke up with him there.
That's where he's hard, bro.
It's a fucking tape coming out soon.
So what'd you guys think of the Wyatt Six and how they looked Monday night?
I loved it.
I was really, really, really happy about it.
Yeah.
I was too.
I think people like Gacy, who people may have not have seen, Gacy went out there and fucking performed.
Dude, and that tribute he did there when he was hanging upside down in the turnbuckle, I like that little twist. And and like I said, these guys are the ones that are Dexter Lumis and Gacy.
Yep.
Will be the two that benefit the most out of this because they will actually have something to do in their career that isn't fucking stupid.
Well, I've said before about the Lumis thing, like the fucking character with the fucking stuff with Gargano, like all that shit. I was like, no, finally getting to see him like just do something different,
just destroy people.
Yeah, it's really fucking good,
dude. He's good. Yeah, I know. I agree. I know.
The Brody Lee tribute from Rowan got me.
Yeah.
That shit, man. As soon as he hit the yeah, I knew it was coming. Just
the only thing that I'm afraid of, and this is not a big fear, but like in the back of my mind, I just don't want this to be one of those gimmick tribute things where it's just about paying tribute to Bray. You know what I mean? I want to see this evolve into a real something real. Like they do something with it. Not, hey, we're going to do this. And then after 4, 5, 6 months, Nikki Cross is a superhero again. And, Rowan's gone and Joe Gacy's wearing a Letterman sweater and a part of whatever. You know what I mean? Like you know how it is in WWE. Sometimes they're just kind of like, yeah, we'll try it. And it seems like that window to try new things now is a lot smaller than what it used to be.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was kind of a sink or swim. This is your gimmick.
Yeah.
So make it work. You got to make it work. And if you didn't make it work, then you were one of those guys like Brutus Beefcake who had like fucking 10, 12, 13, 14 different gimmicks. All these guys that were, under a mask, face paint, whatever it was, they were used in so many different things and they never actually caught on. They were good workers, but they just didn't have that. Like the Undertaker. You give anybody else the Undertaker gimmick.
You're gonna tell me Booty Man didn't get over?
No, he was over it. I mean success. Like if he was Brutus the Barber for his entire career, then you're a superstar.
Oh yeah.
If you start off as Brutus Beefcake and you end up as the Booty Man, then maybe your career didn't go the way you wanted it to, Bubba. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing, though, with like what you're saying with
stop going that way when his face was smashed on the beach, dude.
Look at gimmicks like the New Day.
Brother, I'll go get the ambulance.
Remember that the New Day started out as preachers, dude. They were able to preaching gimmick.
The power of positivity.
Yep.
And now that's changed so much. From preaching gimmick to unicorns, rainbows, and positivity.
Right, dude, but they did that on their own. They didn't ask for permission, man. They just let that shit naturally evolve. Then it worked, so they let them keep doing it. My point is they took the risk.
That's what we need with the YS6. It has to naturally evolve into something that we would continually want to see. Like the New Day, it's still super fucking over. Even with Odyssey Jones, who's taken 6 years to debut, he came in
Dude, did you see that?
That motherfucker's been sitting in catering for a year and a half.
Did you see that double side? I mean, that was impressive.
On two very large men. That's the thing.
On two very with ease.
He did that to like Miz and Truth. Okay, cool. But he did that to fucking AOP, and those dudes are they're not little men. They are fucking full-grown.
And that wasn't like his legs weren't shaking or none of that shit, dude. He picked them two dudes up like they were fucking groceries.
Yeah.
I was impressed as shit when I seen that. I was like, man, I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that clean before. Like there was no, like he just went, boom, I got you, boom, done.
And he took like 2 steps. Like he walked with it too. Like he didn't fucking just like his legs weren't shaking and buckling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
two
crazy.
Giant human beings. And he just picked them up at once and just about it looked good. It was a good debut.
He just made the fucking New Day interesting again.
Yeah.
New Day's been just fucking floating around mid-card hell for the past fucking 2 years because of Big E.
Ever since Big E got hurt, yeah.
And
they got a heater again, which should confirm Big E's not coming back.
No, we don't know that, man.
Or he comes back and has a problem with his replacement.
That's some meat right there.
Big meaty men slapping meat. But at the same time, I also don't think he's coming back, you know.
I don't think so either.
His neck is, you know.
It's one of those you don't really.
Yeah.
Just a shame. That's a shame.
It is a shame because he was just like really in his own he was that upper echelon level, you know, when he got hurt.
Yeah.
Dude, former champ. Yeah. I mean,
world champ, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't take that away from him either, man. That's the good thing. I'm so glad he got it. I know I'm not kidding, dude. I'm so glad that he got that.
I think Woods needs a title now.
He does.
I think
he's just as good as either one of them. Yeah, absolutely. You can't.
I mean, you can't have two of them as a champ and then one, you know.
Dude, I think
you got to do it.
There was a couple of looks the other night, right? When Big O was in the ring with them, he was kind of giving them, I don't know how I feel about this vibe. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see Woods as a heavyweight champ.
He can be heavy, dude. If Kofi Kingston can walk around with a belt,
if David Arquette,
I'll give it to you on David Arquette,
world heavyweight champion, there is a fucking timeline where Woods is the longest rating WWE champion in history.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
because New Day rocks.
Yeah. Fuck. Hey man, look, I got New Day socks. I don't give a fuck. I'll admit that.
I had the T-shirt, the rainbow with the bootios. I had the box of cereal, but I did, man.
Dude, there was a time where they were so fucking over. They were the highlight of the fucking show.
Remember when they came out in the sweatpants that were like covered? They were just pancakes.
Yeah.
They had the pancake jumpsuits on. It was jumpsuits that just pancakes.
They came out of a giant cereal box at WrestleMania.
Of bootios.
Of bootios. Like when you say that out loud and put that into perspective,
the church music.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing. I don't know. It makes me sad to think of Big E not coming back though, because he's so fucking good. Like he was great.
Gentlemen, last thoughts. Where are we at? Something just to get us
I want to pay tribute, give a little shout out to the newest member of the Hall of Fame.
This is
Devin
just
Hester.
a tribute. Nice.
The guy ran back, I don't know how many punts and kicks his NFL career, and 12 times he scored a touchdown, and that got him in the Hall of Fame.
Wasn't he the first kick return in Super Bowl history?
He was. And we lost. That's what I don't even like talking about. Either how do you lose the Super Bowl when you take the kickoff back for a touchdown on the first play?
Well,
how do you lose? Well,
he could only do so much.
Peyton Manning is how you do that. That's how you do that.
Joey, any finals from you over there?
Man, hey, so we're recording this on Thursday.
Yep.
And still follow it. I do not obviously participate anymore, but man, Lazar Dukic in the fucking CrossFit Games event number 1 ended up drowning this morning.
Yeah.
Dude, that is just such a fucked up situation.
Yeah.
You know, like it's funny because you know people like I was in that fucking world for a few years. Honestly, loved it. I met so many great people, so many good friends. That fucking community, I would tell you no lie. For every person that you're like, that person's an asshole, there's about 1,000 people who aren't. It's so limited to the people who are really shitty in that type of community.
Well, that's because it's hard work.
It is, you know, and you fucking
dedication.
You do that shit, and you're encouraging, and it's really, you know, a lot of times it's you against the clock. It's you against, you know, yourself, making yourself better. And people like you'll make friends, they'll cheer you on, they'll do shit like that. So this community is like real fucking just real close, real tight knit. Like, so when somebody like who's at the top of that sport, because make no mistake, he was in the top 40 best in the world. That's who makes it to the games every year.
Yeah.
There's, I think, over 300,000 people register initially in the open. And then the best of the best go on to all the qualifying segments. And, you know, different age groups and things, they've changed qualifying over the years. But basically, they narrow it down to the best 40 overall. He was one of the top 40 athletes in the CrossFit arena in the world. So when something like this happens, it is fucking crazy to me.
Yeah.
There's never been a death in CrossFit Games competition like that. This is a first. So
I didn't read the whole. How did How did he pass?
I think he was in the lake, wasn't it? Swimming?
Was he swimming? Was it triathlon or was it just what was it? Maybe it's CrossFit, but yeah, I don't know what events it involved him swimming. I don't know the events at all, to be honest with you.
So for this one, this was event number 1. It was a run swim combination.
Okay.
And usually, like, this swim stuff opens up like one of the first day events and stuff like that. Man, like, it's crazy. Guy's 28 years old too.
He just drowned.
They retrieved his body from the water.
They don't know. So they don't know what happened. Okay.
He was all I've read was he was in distress. He went under. They lost track of him. They had to call in rescue teams, and they retrieved a body like 2 hours later.
That's a rough way to go. You're basically suffocating on your own fluid. It's just, yeah.
It's a 28-year-old guy, 20-year-old kid. I mean,
kid, yeah.
But
he's still a baby.
But like, god damn, man, it's rough. And there's people saying, "Oh, the games need to be canceled. They need to cancel this." And I think about it. It made me think a lot about it today, where like the Olympics will go on tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't the 72 Munich games, the games continued the day after? It didn't stop, I think the competition should go on still. Just because, honestly, that dude probably would have been like, yeah, let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Right.
CrossFit's such a fucking weird community that a lot of people don't understand unless you've been in it for a while.
My cousin Shaterica she's been doing CrossFit for 2 years, and she says the same things. Like, there's so many different kinds of people there, but when you're in that arena or that area, you're all on the same team, whether you're competing against each other or not. You're encouraging, you're cheering each other on because it's, yeah.
Exactly. And, and that's why I lean on the camp of, this is a sport that does hero workouts. They do workouts that are tributes to specific individuals, especially like, military vets, people who've passed, things like that. Different aspects like that. They're very like a memorial type culture where they'll memorialize somebody's legacy in some fashion, typically through a workout. So to me, it's like I'd let the games go on.
Yeah.
Because what better way to pay a tribute than doing the thing that y'all were there to do? And everybody and all of them love. Because let me tell you something. It's different when you go and do a fucking workout. You do your fucking workout of the day. You spend an hour in that gym. It's a lot different when that's your full-time fucking career.
Right. Yeah.
And how you perform and how your body can perform in very extreme situations. I mean, that you talk about that as every aspect of your life, because that is your nutrition, that's your diet.
It's everything. It's everything. It's your sleep, what chemicals you even put in your body, kind of
110%. It's everything. So like, this is a dude and you have to love that to want to do it. Because we're not talking about the money that's in fucking Major League Baseball or the NFL, right? Like, we're not talking like these people. Oh, all the top CrossFit athletes make like millions and millions and millions of dollars, and they're under contracts and deals and blah blah blah. It's not like that.
No.
So you have to fucking love that to want to do that every.
Basically, they get paid enough to keep training.
Yeah. So just just a tough break. It's really fucking terrible. I feel for the guy's family. Just what a fucking tragic thing to happen. Living out. Oh, this is gonna be my year. All the hard work, all the training, everything you put into that. Going like, I'm gonna compete. This is gonna be my year. such a positive thing to have something as tragic as this happen, such a negative. It's just like, just takes the wind out of your sails. It's really kind of fucked up. So, definitely thoughts and prayers to his family, his team, like all his people. Like that's fucking 28 years old is crazy to me.
Yeah, that's messed up. Sorry to hear that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will not end on that. Degenerate Picks is changing. We are still going to litter in a little Degenerate Picks, but football season is here, baby. Preseason is in full swing. I watched 2 games tonight. And for all of you that are getting on your draft boards and all of you that are trying to figure out what team is going to take you to fantasy football greatness, we're ending with fantasy talk from me. And here's my fantasy tip of the week. If you do not have the number 1 pick and you cannot get Christian McCaffrey, say maybe you're 2 or 3, Breece Hall is your workhorse. Breece Hall or Bijan, one of those 2 can take you all the way. Don't forget, in most leagues, PPR leagues, which I guess if you're not playing PPR, you're not really playing the right way. But most PPR leagues, when you're going snakes, you want to do a high running back first and a good wide receiver second. Snake you Bijan, snake you Breece Hall, and find that second to top tier, depending on how the rest of your friends draft, wide out for the second pick. Make sure you pick smart, pick right, and for the love of God, don't trust any rookies early. All right. That's draft talk. A little fancy football for you. Had to get off of the sadness because Joey made me sad. But season's almost here, gentlemen. Like Sean said, we had the Hall of Fame game. We had 2 games on tonight. Everybody else over this weekend. I'm pumped. Philly.
I am
Nick Foles
cautiously
retired.
optimistic.
You guys have something to be happy about, Sean. You
I'm
guys
cautiously
good.
optimistic, man. Dude, it's Chicago.
Yeah.
You don't get too excited.
They were looking good before the rain stopped them. Nick Foles retired, so that's another Eagle out.
I don't like that there's some sports commentators calling for Chicago to be in the Super Bowl. I think that's stupid as shit. Why the fuck would you even? I question your knowledge as a sportscaster if you're,
Damn.
do we?
Who are you talking
Nobody.
about there, buddy?
That one guy, I can't remember his name. He's got the long hair, beard.
Oh, you talking about the Italian dude?
The Cowboys was going to win it all, and then halfway through the season, he changed to the Chiefs, like he's done the last 2 years.
I know.
But he said he was tired of flirting with it. He feels that the Bears will be in the Super Bowl.
The guy who's got like the pointy nose.
I question your ability to be partial and know sports if you're calling for Chicago to be in the fucking Super Bowl because we had a great draft. A great draft does not mean shit until you get on the football field. Let these guys play 5, 6, 7, 8 games, see what they can do. This fan base is so fucking hungry for a winning team that any more fake fucking, enthusiasm is just going to kill it.
So talking about fake optimistic shit, Joey, I need to get your head on this real quick, man. Nick Sirianni versus Justin Fields. Is this media shit or is this real? Not Fields. Sorry, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, no. It's funny because, like, that's out there, but also the other major story is Hurts has completed more complete passes in a row in training camp than any other fucking quarterback in Eagles history. Like this is the competing headlines right now. This is just like, to me, this is typical Philly shit. You're coming off a year that was a letdown, okay? And this is a fucking sports town that I will wholeheartedly admit that goes, oh, we didn't get to the fucking Super Bowl. Fuck Sirianni, fire Sirianni, he's garbage. Or Hurts threw interceptions in the second half of the year, and they lost all those games. He's fucking horrible quarterback. We got to trade him. We got to get out of this deal Got to trade him off. Like you have to understand. I follow like Phillies pages, right? For the Philadelphia Phillies, that they kind of had a stretch here. Now they're breaking out of that slump. They had a slump, right?
Yeah.
I'll take that fucking slump in July and not in September. Okay. But
Right.
you know, as soon as the slump hits, it's like, oh, fucking Philly Rob's gotta go. Rob Thompson's out. Why are we paying Harper this much? Trey Turner's the worst, you know, he worst contract in fucking Philly's history. Like all these things, but then as soon as we're back to out of the slump, now it's like, okay, everything's back to normal. This is the greatest team. We're going to the World Series. It's so fucking so like for me, like I don't listen to a lot of that shit, those reports and stuff, because that's just a typical fucking Thursday for a Philly sports fan.
Nice.
Yeah, you know, Sirianni and Hurts hate each other and blah 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 and all this. The fuck? Who cares?
Who cares?
That's the thing. Who does care? Because they're grown men working and making millions of dollars on contract to play a game and to be successful. So why would they fucking work against each other? You're gonna fucking work together because the only way you're gonna make money is with each other right now. Because it's all you got for the moment. Until somebody makes a move and does something different, or somebody gets hurt. Hopefully not. But still, that's the only thing that's going to change us for right now. So you might as well go out there, win, make the money. And by the way, Hurts just got that fat new contract last year.
Huge contract.
What? Like, what the fuck? And honestly, Sirianni's not a terrible coach. I think Sirianni's problem has been his coaching staff. Like, there's aspects that are missing. He's got to fill in a little bit better there. But this is just typical Philly sports bullshit. It's just what it is.
I'm happy you're staying positive.
And as we speak, they've just announced as of a few minutes ago, games are back on at 10 tomorrow. They're going to do it together. So
nice.
I think it's the right call.
Yeah, it is.
Good.
Well, over here in Dallas, we're getting ready for the release of one Dak Prescott next season. I do not see him staying if he does not get a contract. We'll let some team that really, really needs a quarterback overpay him. I guess that's Jerry's stance. So we'll see. This season, next season should be fun.
Well, I mean, Jerry don't have a problem paying for shit that don't actually make him any money.
He's also hasn't paid CeeDee Lamb yet either. CeeDee's been holding out. So
he's been paying for that whole Dallas team for about 20, 30 fucking years, and they haven't done shit in like 80.
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down over there. We've been champs. But yeah.
In 93 was the last time, right?
Yeah, when was the last time you guys won one?
85, but we're not talking about we're America's fucking team all the time either.
We're not the ones who gave ourselves that name. Blame NFL Films.
Yes, you did, nutsack.
It was NFL Films. It wasn't the Cowboys.
It was Roger fucking Staubach. He said we're America's team. Watch the documentary. It sucks that I know more about your team than you do. But then again, you're only 11% a Cowboys fan. So
I'm 100% a Cowboys fan. My whole life.
That's so sad.
Yeah, it's an abusive relationship. I think we all know about that.
It explains a lot, though.
I bet it does.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Gentlemen, it is very nice to have talked with y'all tonight. Thank y'all.
Your real father is.
Actually, no. With the with the 23andMe, we figured that one out. Love you, Pop. Not Samoan. It was close. If you look at me, it was close.
Dude, don't you want to be a little Samoan right now?
Oh my God, end this fucking show already. I'm going to bed.
I wish we had a producer that could take out that time where we were just dying laughing at Sean.
That shit was funny though.
It was funny. It was pretty good. Dude, you get one every once in a while, so I'll give that one to you. It was pretty good.
Thanks, I try.
Can't believe you held on to that all day.
I did. I've held on to it ever since I saw your tits.
That showed a lot of restraint.
He walked around with that fart tucked up in his asshole
Dude,
day.
it's been like a turtle head all fucking day.
And he got home and logged online and was like, "Hey, guess what?"
he went all Jeff Daniels and was like,
and it felt good too.
It was pretty good. It's pretty good, buddy.
Sorry, bro. Legends of the Ring Sting, man. This is a great figure, old school figure. Looks great. It's Sting! Old school Sting from WCW. Guys, you know us, 3/4 of the Shooting Shit team, and we're here with a listener just like you guys. This is Jimmy from Super Powers Comics.
My friend of almost 20 years. He's known him since you were 12.
If you know people in Chicago, you probably know Dennis because he knows half the town, of course. But shooters, if you need action figures, comics, wrestling memorabilia, we just showed you Sting. Superpowers Comics will put up their QR code so you can get a good look at everything they have coming. Give it a shot, shooters. Get your superpowers on and get your comics from our friend Jimmy, who listens just like you.
Attention wrestling fans and fans of Shootin' Shit podcasts. You can now be one of the cool kids by going to ProWrestlingTees.com and buy the official Shootin' Shit t-shirt. Buy it now and be there at ringside.
Be sure to check us out on YouTube at www.youtube.com/@SHOOTINGSHT. Find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/groups/SHOOTINSHT. Check us out on TikTok at SHOOTINSHIT. And you can buy your official Shootin' Shit shirt at www.ProWrestlingTees.com/SHOOTINSHT. And thanks for watching.